Welcome back, gamers, to Top 10 Gaming. I'm your host, Johnny Rogers. If you're new to the channel, we put out daily videos on all things gaming, so make sure you check out the rest of our amazing content after this video. And if you like what you see, then tap that subscribe button. Plus, leave us a comment down below if you've ever played on a cursed Minecraft server. And with that, let's jump into today's video, the cursed Minecraft server stories. For this video in particular, we will be exploring one cursed server that left a player in a completely different state from when they started the game. Minecraft is a sandbox video game that allows players to build using different 3D blocks to produce their own generated world. Typically, the game relies on the creativity from players to craft, engage in combat, and alter their surroundings all at the same time. There are many different game modes that gamers can play, with new user-generated servers popping up. However, is it possible for one of these servers of Minecraft to become cursed? Well, with all we know about creepypastas, the possibility of such a thing existing in this confusing world is not out of the question. In fact, there has been a recent spike of popular Twitch streamers claiming they've been playing in cursed servers.
No block data. No block data. So the server doesn't know who put this down. That's creepy.
In this video, we had the channel Dark Corners exploring a cursed server when he comes across an all-black cross imprinted on the wall. You can actually hear a strange growling noise when he attempts to interact with it. On top of that, no one in the server knew who placed it there. So, keeping this example in mind that these strange servers are popping up with little to no explanation for the mods in the game, let's dive into an original creepypasta story inspired by the haunted server, written by a user called Chicken10. Fitting name because that's how I felt when reading this story. The story begins with our protagonist playing on a popular Minecraft server called Mineplex. They were in the middle of playing a game of Super Smash Mobs when their internet page suddenly started flashing orange. He redirected his page to Google and saw that it had on its own opened a Minecraft server list website. Seeing as though it was there anyways, he decided to browse the page a bit. Our protagonist comes across a server titled the coolest server ever. Pretty enticing name, and to add to that, it already had over 1,000 people playing. Plus, the limit for players was listed as unlimited. Excited by this rare opportunity, he disconnected from Mineplex and pressed direct connect on the new server. Before getting into the game, there was already a lot of red flags. For starters, the IP address for this server was very strange, to the point where Chicken10 notes this in his story. Yet regardless, he pushes forwards to see what is in this new server. When he's finally spawned into the flat biome made entirely out of nothing. Out of nothing? Yeah, he said there was absolutely nothing. The protagonist noted that his character was sort of floating around in the nothingness. So to solve this confusion, he took to the message bar, and after asking what it is exactly that you were supposed to do in this server, he received a reply within 30 seconds from a name in all white text. It was unnerving that he couldn't make out the name of this mysterious responder, but even more so was his answer to the question. The message simply read, "A new one, you've got to disconnect," followed by, "You'll be stuck here forever." Fear started to set in at this point, so he immediately disconnected from the server, but for whatever reason, it wouldn't let him disconnect. Now panicking from the flooding messages telling the protagonist that he would be stuck in the server forever, he quickly powered down his computer in hopes that this would cure the curse of this server. However, we know that things are never that easy. In the morning, after a good night's rest and having collected his thoughts, the protagonist came to a decision that a simple server could not just control whatever he did on his computer. So now in his emboldened state, he opened Minecraft, clicked multiplayer, and joined into Mineplex. Making the decision to just have a quick game of Super Smash Mobs, he never expected what would happen next. Partway through his game, he received a private message from a different server, which, for those of you who don't know, is pretty much impossible, unless you're cursed. That's the only plausible explanation for such an anomaly. The message simply said, "Come back." At first he ignored the message and continued playing. The messenger though was relentless. The gamer's email suddenly opened up without warning, and at the top was a message that read, "Come back, I'm getting impatient." The creepy part wasn't the message though, it was the fact that the sender's name was blanked out. Again he ignored the message, closing out the email as if he had never read it. Then while he continues playing, another player approaches him in the game and says, "Come back." No matter what he did, he couldn't escape this creep. He nervously replied, "Is this a joke?" The voice then said, I'm getting impatient. Now having all of the blood rush out of his face from this oddly threatening statement, the gamer decides to just stop engaging with this mysterious voice because clearly this had to be a troll. However, as badly as he wanted to escape, he just couldn't. This creepy character with ghostly white skin approached him, and without warning, the environment began to turn white. All of the textures began turning white. Then in big black bold font, the words, "You didn't come back," appeared on the screen. He stared at the words now on the screen, almost hypnotized by them. When the screen faded back to normal, he was back in the haunted server. Frozen in shock, he watched as the message bar filled with people greeting him saying, "You came back." Then, for whatever reason, his hands felt as though they were being forced to the keyboard against his own will. His eyes were blank, his mind was gone, but somehow, someway, his controlled body typed the words, "Who's next?" And that has been today's video of cursed Minecraft servers. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, then show us some love by tapping that like and subscribe button. Plus, leave us a comment down below with your thoughts on these cursed servers, and for more videos like this one, all you gotta do is click that playlist on the screen. From Top 10 Gaming, I'm Johnny Rogers. Until next time, take care.